The airplane mode.
Yeah,
this airplane. You know, I don't
It
even.
just turn it.
all it do is
like
cut
your
the
phone
connection.
stay on,
Yeah.
but you ain't gonna get nothing coming.
Yeah, no signal, no notification. It's all you do is cut the signal. That's all you do.
What about Texas?
Nothing.
Nothing comes through.
But do you get a voice if I leave a voice?
Nothing
Until you cut it back on.
Nothing.
Oh, so that's just like
N-C-H-I-N-G.
incognito.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real nothing. The clock will still work. The clock work.
Yeah.
You can look at stuff.
Okay.
That's why do not disturb is you get them, but they don't bother your phone. You don't get it don't vibrate, don't alert, no nothing. But he said his do not disturb. He got people on his favorite that will come through.
That'll come through anyways.
Oh,
That will
okay.
come through.
Okay.
Yeah. But the airplane mode eliminates all signal coming through the phone.
But you can still look at your phone. You can look at pictures.
Yeah.
Like
your phone's on. It's just no
your
signal.
Phone on. And if you got mute, if you got something saved, download.
Yeah.
If you downloaded a podcast,
You still could
episode
connect
or
to
a
the
song,
internet.
You can hear those things.
Oh, I only freaked out when I accidentally put it on. I'd be like, oh, shoot, I'm on airplane mode, but I never really used it.
Well, when you fly on the plane,
you
you got to
supposed to-
turn it on.
Yeah, because
Or turn the phone all the way off.
I just turn it off. Yeah, I'm about to say I turned it
it
off.
just don't search for signal. That's all it does. It saves
Yeah.
your batteries too. If you go somewhere you know it's dead signal, it's best for you to turn that on so you don't kill your battery. So
And when I go to Haiti, I just turn it on like when they say, pew, you have now entering Port-au-Prince. That's when I'll turn it on and you'll get that alert. It'll go over from whatever signal we have to like Digicel or Natcom. It'll let you know if you
Oh, they
got
don't
connected.
have iBrands over there?
No, you got Digicel and Natcom for internet providers. There you go. There you go. Bel Air in the house.
Hey, tell the Global Zoo about how you did with the bamboo.
Don't you?
He had a whole nice. He had
He
a whole
had- he
nice
had a-
commercial.
I'll read some.
You had a whole.
He had a whole nice commercial talking about the bamboo.
Oh, the bamboo, man. I bought a what the blue flavors, the blue raspberry. I think that was.
You bought a bamboo
Yeah.
after the 4
Oh
years?
no.
Oh.
Now that one I need to go ahead and get a black bottle.
Oh yeah, 'cause I think you light, bro. You didn't get enough. Drego.
Yeah, he did a shot.
Actually, yeah, I did get a shot.
I don't want to have to.
I'm gonna get a
Go
little
to
bit more. I'm gonna get a little bit more.
All right, there you go.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go.
Yes, sir.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the peace.
Working million that makes him sign out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. Watching Exposure.
Getting hit in the head with that exposure. You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed, it's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Exposure.
What's going on? Y'all tuned in to another episode of Exposure. I be your boy, the Global Zoe, and I'm with the gang.
Eric Biddines.
Drego Miller.
And today's show is brought to you by Sovereign Brands, our official drink of choice. And man, we here, man, right after Thanksgiving. We live in effect. We took some time off. I was thinking of the show, where it can go, and I got a lot of interesting things we could do next year. But besides that, Slab, let me start off with you, man. How was Thanksgiving, brother?
Oh, it was amazing. Had close family by. Woke up early. Went to sleep late.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
had
sir.
leftovers for 2 days after that.
Yes, sir.
Turkey, mac and cheese, sweet potato pie, greens. What else? We had probably about 7 dishes, some stuffing, some jerk pork, chicken. Yeah, it was nice.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good, Drego.
Man, I feel like it was a little mini vacation from work. Took a couple of days off earlier. Got to do some content. It went well, and then my birthday was that Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate it. I felt like I celebrated it this Saturday though. But yeah, everything went well, man. I was able to relax and actually really do me. So yeah, it was great, man.
That's dope, man.
What about you?
I went to Orlando, small, intimate family. Sister-in-law had a timeshare up there, and that's the first time actually being in one of those. So we was right there in close proximity of SeaWorld and this other place called, it starts with an A. It's another like a water park, like a rapids, but up there. But the weather was cold, so we end up just really like, I didn't know the clubhouse for these places. So there's like tennis courts, there's basketball courts, there's a theater, so there's a pool, there's a jacuzzi, there's the hot tub. So you really have everything, like it's inclusive, like everything is really there. You just go downstairs and walk 30 steps and you can have a ball. So we did that in Orlando, but we didn't do the traditional Thanksgiving. We did a Haitian food. We had a Haitian restaurant cater, so it was the turkeys, the griot, the black rice, the plantains, the shrimp. We had stewed fish, and yeah, we ate for about 2 days. We ate, and then we had leftovers for and the macaroni. I can't forget about the macaroni.
Stewed fish. How the stewed fish was?
The stewed fish, crazy. I don't go crazy over the fish like that.
Me too.
You gonna laugh and don't talk about, but I'm like a tilapia grouper. I like them. I like catfish.
Same.
Like I eat that kind of fish. But the snapper got too many bones, man. I'm not a.
I don't like playing with my food. I don't like playing with my food like that.
Fish. It's not a lot of bones. It's only in the middle.
What fish you eating?
That fish be about 14 inches. The tail hanging out.
Yeah.
You say ain't no bone in there?
That's what I'm about to say.
Just the spine.
I don't know.
Nah, I can't. I don't do good with the body. Yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah.
When I see a Haitian eating fish, they eat it and then it's like they're switching.
Yep.
and
they spitting it out. Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Hey, but it be on point. It's juicy. Anytime I ever had it, shoot, it be like $45.
Yeah, it's up there.
You gotta pay the
market price, the MP.
Price. Yeah, I like that though, cause you know you getting it fresh.
Yeah,
you getting it for real.
45. I remember it being $30.
Yeah, it's 45 market.
I've gotten it $30 before, but it ain't always gonna stay $30.
Yeah.
I've paid up.
And I think rightfully so. Unfortunately, everything going up. So if they gotta pay these workers and these chefs and the cuisine and the bills, they gotta go up somehow, some kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So man, a lot of new music drop.
Yeah.
A lot of new music drop.
Jeezy, Offset.
Yeah, okay. Offset. I didn't even know Offset dropped the album. I think you said something about it.
He was playing a song on our way here, and Offset was singing. I ain't even think it was Offset. That could have been like a Party Next Door or something, like a vocalist. I was like, I didn't know he sang.
Is it on the sample? The sample record?
Yeah, the Busta Rhymes.
The Busta Rhymes, okay.
Yeah. Worth it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was a well-written, well-performed song, and I'm thinking it's going to be a single. He can do a whole album like that. Offset can do a whole R&B album.
Yeah, I think so, too. He's been performing that song a lot of places, like on the late night show and everything. Yeah, so I think it's a single, man. Yeah.
I would like to see him pull his 808s and Heartbreak, Love Below. Give us a whole, hey, Offset.
Yeah.
Pull your 808s and Heartbreak / Love Below. Give us a whole R&B album.
There it is. 2 Chainz and Weezy drop.
Yeah.
The cover hard.
The cover hard.
Yeah.
I'm going through that because it looks like both of them.
Yeah, it look like both of them.
Yeah, so
it really look like both of them.
Is that a 2-part album? I think it's a 2-part album.
What you mean, the second? Is this?
Yeah.
Holly Grove #2?
No, it's
second time
actually
they
like,
did
I
it.
think it goes to a number and then it starts again. And like they got 2 albums in one, I'm saying. I think it's 2 albums in one.
Oh,
I listened to it. It got skits. It got 50 Cent.
Okay.
It's like narrating it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which
50
I
Cent
thought
narrating?
Yeah.
Oh.
He did a good job too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, where and we're gonna get back on point. But I would love for us to have a source where we all run to get all these details. And I don't mean to go backwards to be like, oh, how it was back in the day where you knew you can go to, it was at least 3 or 4 websites where you knew you was gonna get whatever was legitimately happening. Now, like, depending on what a person got going on their timeline, they gonna miss it. You don't got, you might not have a direct place that's gonna cater and cover to all these details. Every now and then the shade room might get what's in there, but I'm talking something that's strictly dedicating to all these details that we agree that we all run into.
Like to your point, I mean, websites is good too, but I felt like Worldstar used to be that for me. Like,
Yep. It ain't that
used
no
to
more.
check it every day.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
to see what was going on. And I feel like with social media platforms, the TikToks, the IGs growing, I think the owners kind of got a little discouraged.
Right.
Because the platforms was trending, people would go viral quicker there. I think people just gave up on their sites and like, let me push.
Because this is our generation fault, because we when we came in, a lot of artists that was able to do it without the labels and the executive sides, a lot of structures fired complete departments that was actually, not fast forward to where we complain at, their talent was to make sure and be like a curator in a sense from the executive side, from the label side, also in their relationships extended over into media, television, radio, and so on. So we at least know we was getting something controlled enough to where if there ever wanted to be a direction that we all agreed to go, it can go. But now once we eliminated that, now if we complaining about the music, it's still outside of our control. We might be hearing something we might not even agree to want to hear. And I see a lot of people in the comments, they be complaining sometimes about the stuff that end up getting most of the attention. And now y'all mentioning all these exciting, some of them I missed myself.
Yeah.
Some of these events that came out, the planet supposed to be talking about, because it's on that level of importance and historicalness. Just like when we had the Source, when we had the Vibe, when we had those things, you had 3-4 Rolling Stone, you knew whatever was happening, it was gonna be in there. So now it's like I don't think we had that, because there's so much that's coming out, and I'm missing a lot myself, and I know I ain't the only one.
So I would ask this too though. So what happened to the promoter, not the promoter, but I just think everybody is either trying to be in the forefront, but we don't have enough platforms with people who just, you know what, I love music so much that I want to put others' talents out there. It's like, what happened to those people? Not A&Rs.
Whoever got the bag ain't giving them the bag.
Can I hold on? Can we go back a little bit though? Before I'm not gonna name it, but we had hot new hip hop. We had all of these, and everybody would find the upcoming artists because we was going to those websites every day. And then when somebody's playing it, we ask, who is that? You know what I'm saying?
What's that person called? Like, if someone who opens up a hot new hip hop, what do we call them? A blogger?
They was called bloggers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloggers had a lot of pull.
So what happened to them?
They was getting them bags. Their websites.
They were getting bags.
Their websites, the traffic that they was getting, then everybody left the apps.
That's where it went to. SoundCloud.
Okay.
SoundCloud eliminated all of that. So everybody was uploading to SoundCloud. That became a thing. But
would it Audio Mac be part of that?
That's another one.
Audio Mac.
That's another one. Everything went to app, so it was one button. You know what I'm saying? It was just one button instead of having to go to a website on our phone or on a computer. We all went to a computer before our phones when we were looking for those songs.
So are we saying part of the problem is websites? Like, because
it was
the part of the problem was this generation that came and rebelled against the system, that said, because we had a few people that made some success. Shout out to Big Drego. Shout out to Soulja Boy for ushering in that independent movement. But everybody ain't contribute the change that he contributed. But a lot of people after that rebelled in a lot of label departments. People that was very, very talented in breaking artists that could have been label heads themselves. A lot of very important, critical people. The budgets got cut. They got fired. You no longer needed them. Like, somebody feel like they can just, if I can blow up and go viral off of Instagram or Facebook or a YouTube clip, I'm cutting out all of these people that had these very important relationships and contacts and was feeding us in a healthier portion. It was a whole meal versus, like, you might not know who dropped what. I'm like, I skimmed through the Busta Rhymes because he was on another podcast interview, and I didn't really even appreciate it till Drego playing it to me in the car.
The
And
Blockbuster?
yeah. And he's selling it to me. He went right to the cuts that I needed. He did
What's
what
crazy
it was
is-
the editorial experience in there, and I'm like, man, it took me. It's not the same, but it took me back to when you would go in these
Facts.
publications, and the event around it when you seen 50 Cent, Eminem, and Dr. Dre on the cover. You like it's bringing even more excitement to it.
Yeah.
To actually value the music the way you need it to, because just clicking a Instagram link or find something that's just coming quickly through your feed, like on a sidebar in the discovery, that ain't giving you everything that's actually in there. He telling me the story, how they was all out on a yacht. He went and got Timberland. He got this,
Oh, no,
like
the
all
story-
this
the story
all the
was amazing.
details.
It
is
was.
necessary.
Story was amazing.
Oh, he actually. I don't know if
Absolutely.
you know. He won. What was that award? Remember that award he won?
Lifetime achievement.
Lifetime. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
Lifetime
yeah.
achievement?
So
He deserve it.
yeah. So that was it was. This is his year. It was just Busta's year. But I wanted to tell you that when I started on the album, that was from the intro. That was from the intro going down. So you just hit play, and I got like 6 songs. If I like 5 to 6 songs on the album, I say you got an album. Yeah, that is an album. But yeah, I just hit play, man. That was
when you
his
say,
album.
but okay, I'm trying to think of 5, 6 songs.
Hits
Is it
like
'cause they-
I
Oh,
don't have
okay.
to. I don't like the songs that I really like. Like if you know how some people you just skim through the album and you pick what you like and that's it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
able to
yeah,
just
yeah.
let it play, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
So I went to add it, and then I'm like, fuck it. Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and add the whole thing. Fuck it.
That's what's up.
Again, going back, this me complaining on behalf of my own complaining system, which I love to do. I think it's important to allow these label systems, give these people their bags, bring these positions back. I would like to see these labels get into artist development, how it was like almost mandatory structure. Like if people want to go viral and they eating, they doing they things, this and that. But I'm talking about our media, our taste. That's the word, tastemakers. Our tastemakers.
Okay.
Being able to come back to where they used to be. Like if Bigger Rankin said something was going, it was going. If such and such is so many names, I would like it to get back to that, because we're missing a lot and we're not controlling the narrative of, let's say, hip hop, rap, or urban music. Because you look at rock, you look at blues, you look at jazz, you look at these other spaces. R&B doing amazing, by the way. Shout out to R&B.
Oh,
but
you heard Chris Brown album?
I did play. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't say nothing bad about R&B. But when it come back to rap, and I'm hearing Busta Rhymes still got it. I'm hearing Jeezy still got it. I'm hearing T.I. still got it. I'm hearing Ludacris still got it. I'm hearing Tank still got it. That's he in R&B, but it's so many people still got it. They got even better. And it's like when you go into rock and roll, and if these are rock stars, for us, they should. This is when they really at their prime to get these stars on the Hollywood, on the sidewalks. They Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they got records that is even better, and that just that pushes everything forward. But I don't feel like we got that control.
To your point, how old y'all think Busta Rhymes is? Because I'm kind of glad let's give Busta his flowers now. But how old you think Busta Rhymes?
Oh, Busta Rhymes ain't got no age.
No, I'm just curious. Because it's
Like,
it's
I'm gonna say 42.
I'm gonna say 2000.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
How old?
I'm
How
gonna say he
old?
about 2,000 years old. Because if Andre 3000, yeah, I'm gonna say Busta Rhymes not a non-linear aging person.
No, and the beautiful part, I'm just happy because the artists we're talking about, I'm just so happy that we embrace and we're giving them a shot. We're checking them out. We're not putting labels of old heads,
Yeah.
but it's just interesting to see 51,
Yeah.
right?
What?
We're pushing the
51?
culture forward.
Okay.
We're pushing the culture forward. You think about 2 Chainz, you think about the Waynes, you think about everybody who just recently dropped that we are fans of and we are talking about right now. It's a beautiful spot in music, man, in hip hop. I just say hip hop. Hip hop is I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to see that, and thank you, Busta, for giving us a classic, man.
he's giving us the game too. And what I really like is not just him. They're bringing back the footwork,
Yeah.
the hustle mentality.
Yeah.
And that's what's, of course, because of the mainstream media with the music is, I guess, shitting on everybody. But I like that the hustle's coming back, grinding and getting your music played. Like, I heard a story where he's actually still going to the clubs and getting the DJs to play his music.
Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, he's doing footwork. Like, he's going himself, like the younger days of his life that he was giving the DJs
and not
his
forget,
CD to play.
He's fresh off tour with 50. Like, we talking about a
That's
dude
crazy.
who just toured half the world with 50 Cent and still put out a project, and now about to do his own tour.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And that Look At Me Now versus Legendary.
And he put out OT Genesis.
Yeah. OT Genesis.
I forgot that was his
He was,
artist.
Yeah.
And OT Genesis got the best gym music.
Yeah,
Workout
You
too.
know what? I might say
Man,
I might have to agree
OT
with you.
Genesis got
He got
gym music.
He got
I don't even work out.
He got the bounces. Like, every single he dropped was a hit. Like, he in his bag of, he don't need to put out an album. I wouldn't even put that on him.
Nope.
Just continue following the
OT
formula.
Genesis don't. He may not feel like this, but for me, I feel like we don't talk about OT Genesis as a person that make the songs that he make. He like in that Fat Joe category.
There you
Fat
go.
Joe been around a minute, and Fat Joe got some. He
Bang.
can always come back.
Yeah.
Like, you can never, ever count Fat Joe out. OT Genesis, I feel like he gonna be one of those.
So I also want to get, so now we talking about these new releases. So Andre 3000 just dropped the album, and I think I put it in our group chat before it dropped, because I was I didn't know he was working on nothing.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I immediately thought of you and just, just the conversations we have, and I know some of the influence. And I'm like, after 17 years, I was kind of excited. And then I saw his first interview. I'm like, oh, he was like, yeah, I didn't know what to rap about at 48 years old or 49, which one of those. He was like, I didn't know what to rap about, but this is what spoke to me. So he put out, if you want to call it, an instrumental album. Sorry, right? So I was excited for it. So then I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on. So it dropped, and the numbers are looking good, where he outsold a lot of artists the first week, such as Kodak. I know Lil Wayne was on there. I know Nas was on there. His numbers is doing phenomenal. So I got a chance to listen to it. It was different. It's not what I expected. I got just being transparent and completely honest. But I see where, like, the meditation, yoga. If you don't like white noise, I don't know, but like something about me, I don't like sleeping when it's quiet. Like, I hate where it's nothing. Something got to be going. So I usually sleep the ocean waves. I like to play some waves crashing in the background, real light. And it's just weird, but I didn't realize it about me till like the past 3-4 years. Is when it's just quiet. I'm like, man, I can't fall asleep. And I started doing that, but I feel when I listen to this album, I've been throwing it in my Ocean Waves mix just to let it play at night for me, and it's been phenomenal. But I've been enjoying it and supporting it. But it is different. It is different. I know Triple J wanted rap. He did say he wanted bars, so shout out to Trip. I saw him on Facebook. He said, man, I was waiting for the bars, dog. This ain't it. Andre, but Trip wanted the bars, man.
Anybody who didn't get the bars, they allowed to be disappointed for that.
I wanted some bars. I did, because Lil Wayne even said, I don't know if y'all saw the viral clip that's trending where he was like, he was a little bit like concerned. Like, he was like, damn. He said he had nothing to rap about, because Wayne was like, man, that's a little shocking. You know what I mean? Because he's like, granted that Lil Wayne says, I guess he don't put an age on it, but he like to focus on, he said, hence the reason why I only focus on what I do. Like, I don't like listening to other people's music. I don't like to know what's going on unless I have to. I'm in my own world, and that's just the way I focus. But even, I guess, as a fan, he was like, yeah, he would have definitely enjoyed to listen to some bars as well.
Yeah. Agreed. But they about to sample the shit out of his music. I'll tell you that, right?
But how did you feel about it? Before we talk about others, how did you, for you, like?
I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely in the boat too. I was.
You wanted bars?
Yeah, I wanted bars, man. I don't care if he was gonna sing. I needed to hear his voice.
Okay.
I needed to hear something, man. I was waiting on it, and I did shut it down. And then I did come back, and I did exactly what you said. I took it as a lo-fi instrumental album.
There you go.
So I was bumping it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I was prepared for it. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
Oh.
And I'm from the same soul group as Andre, so I understood it. It made sense that he would do something that we all would, whatever we expect from him. He always did something different. We never was on point on being able to calculate Andre. He not one of those. He's never been that to give us exactly what we was anticipating. And we didn't even have a big heads up on it. And so I thought that was genius. I thought it made sense for where he's maturing into far as a musician, because now it could put him in a different space to where he can go perform in different avenues and almost be a new artist in a completely different sense. Whereas, and I'm speaking for him as if I know, like after you rapped and did so good and you toured and did all these things and there's so much space and distance, you was in the group, you had the Dungeon family, the solo stuff, and you're just full of all this creativity. You rap, if that was your base,
Yeah.
it might not feel challenging. So now to get that rush from when you first started and you got all this excitement to do a flute project where there isn't many references on how a hip hop artist is to put out an instrumental flute project, but I can see there being a lot of excitement behind it to where it's like, all right, we can do some different stuff. I don't have to. It don't even make sense for me to compete with what the youth are doing. It don't make sense for me to, do I want to say the press in the hip hop sense. I'll be able to talk to some different people. He probably out there doing interviews, setting stuff up with platforms we never even heard of. Because now you have the contemporary side that might be paying attention. The label can, tap on the doors of these other departments that may not have never even met some of those executives. So I feel like there was a lot of excitement in that, just as it being fun. But then, and I have to throw this disclaimer because there was a couple of people, and I'm defending them again. I did this in another conversation. People that really, 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 really play like that's classically trained was like his flute playing sucked.
Damn.
Yeah, like if you were a classically trained flute player, you not, and Andre not expecting somebody who been playing flute for 40 years to say that, this is the best fluting around, how flutatious that he doing on the mic.
Yeah.
But he did explain that it wasn't to be like quantized. You want to say where it's very loopable. Right. Like it's jumping around.
Yeah, it does.
It could be 2 minutes and he playing with 3 different things. And so the patchwork in the artistry, it's like a quilt that's going on. It's amateur intelligence to where it's like he not the best flute player on the planet, but what he giving you, the rawness he giving you, and how he giving you, how relaxed he was and letting it go out, and then the post work. That's where a lot of the artistry end up coming in too, because there was other instruments layered up under it. And so now if you're a person that sample or anything like that, especially people who sample, they're like, oh, and Drego already called it. They're like, oh, we can do some stuff with this because it moved around. So you got one song, samplers could probably sample maybe, you'll hear 10 different samples come from that same song because he moved around so much and he toying with it. So it's like you in the room with Andre freestyling, just trying out, riffs and patterns and seeing what's working. And they probably like, no, keep that. We can make that work. And I can see the engineer like, he like, no, I was just testing it out. No, that sound fire. And just because it's Andre, you like, man, I'm finna keep anything Andre playing with,
right.
playing the flute. So there is an intelligence in there, and I appreciated it for that. I went to sleep.
So you
on
enjoyed it. You definitely
I went
you
to
support.
I put it on. I went to sleep, and I'm gonna tell you something that happened. This the magic. We looking for some wizardry coming from Andre 3000. While I'm sleeping, I'm falling into my sleep. I'm feeling. It wasn't a nightmare, but there was this. It wasn't a peaceful sleep. It was a cleansing sleep where I just felt all this dark energy just leaving. I ain't even know you wouldn't even know it was there, but it's repelling and it's leaving. I was like, that was an interesting sleep, and because it wasn't a peaceful sleep, but it was a liberating sleep. And and then I'm thinking about the keys and the notes. There was some keys and notes. He was kind of in some dark octaves at some points. It was like rainy day, hands in the pocket, head down, walking on the sidewalk, 7 p.m. sunset type of like the sceneries I'm seeing with some of the music, and I'm like, oh, there's some emotion that's behind this, and it's repelling it. So he got into, especially for the sensitive people and the empaths, he got into this. Andre 3000 was able to build a harmonic in this space that can repel certain energies that would end up being in your field, because it's like bringing a angel down to this space where you might not see an angel presence to be, and then it's like, oh, we're playing this person in this frequency, and that's a liberating experience to have. Like, you just seeing Andre's presence within that spectrum of vibration when you might not even really expect it to be there, and it just repelling. So anybody who just feel like they got some darkness around, play that Andre 3000 album. It's gonna sit right in that pocket that just repels, cleanse, and liberate and renew.
I'm just genuinely happy because he's happy, bro. Like, I'm happy for him. Like, for real. Like, he was able to just do what he wanted to do and be happy with it. That's where I'm at with it.
That's what's up. I think a lot of people there, but that's what's up. Shout out to her. And you explained that beautiful too, by the way. I almost feel like that should have been an ad for the album. Just
I had to think about it. I had
that would have been the perfect clip.
Right. I woke up, I was like, what kind of sleep was that? What was going? And I had to figure out what type of sleep it was. I had to think about it. I'm like, it wasn't the sleep, the ocean waves and beach sleep. Cause I know that we all know that sleep.
Yes, sir.
I said this was something else. This was eliminating something. So I know I wasn't in the most peaceful, deep sleep. But when I woke up, because I was with Andre, I was like, oh, his music did something. It did something. Because you woke up feeling good and safe. It's like being in a nightmare where you ain't have to do nothing. Cause Andre taking care. He got the flute, just Boogie Monsters, get out. Y'all ain't think I was gonna be here, because some of these notes are shifting and it's throwing y'all off, and is I'm looking at the universal harmonics and how they play out. There's some staggers in there, so it's some bumps he dropping in different places, so I can see how it can cause some distortions, but because it's Andre and because of the personality it's coming from, it's repelling, and it's like, psh. So I woke up, I was like, oh wow, I don't even know if he know what he did, but those that study into those spaces, like frequencies and vibrations, they're gonna be like, man, that do make sense when I think about it. So y'all welcome. I did a little bit of that. I know I'm not the only one, but Sleep to that Andre.
That's what's up. And producers gonna sample the hell. I mean, that's another thing I saw from the production side is everyone's like, oh, this would be dope to sample. So let's shout out to the twerk workers that's gonna be coming. And I don't know if Drego gonna cook up something, but maybe we'll be able to play y'all a little something just to show you what's capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about something else that's the same on music before we go anywhere else if y'all have anything. But I saw this artist from Miami who kind of said, you know, the Miami music scene is struggling because of the generation before ain't really looking out for nobody. If you think about some of the artists who were successful out of Miami, and some made attempts now. I ain't gonna say like, so we gotta be clear. I don't know the business or what happened to some of these things, but Trick Daddy had Dunk Riders. Rick Ross had Triple C's, just to name a few. But he's saying that the generation before ain't no one looking out for this younger generation of artists that's coming. Ain't no one doing features, ain't no label signing cats, ain't nothing happening. And he's saying that's the problem we have in Miami, is that the generation who did make it ain't looking back for the generation who's on the upcoming. Ain't no big homie advice. Ain't no I'm gonna put you on a show. Ain't no come on tour with me. None of that is happening. And I just kind of feel like, do y'all agree with that? Do y'all see that? And what's your take on it, especially us being from Palm Beach? Do you think maybe the you know, sometimes we see a younger generation moving different and we like, what the hell they doing? Why they making music like that? Why they putting that on social media? But maybe they don't have no big brother guidance or no one they have access to be like, hey, young man, that ain't the way to do it. You want to go that way. Or maybe you don't want to say that in that record, make records like this, or let me show you this or that. I just want to get y'all take on that. Did maybe I want to say some of us, or are we looking back for the younger generation and helping, or do we just observe and let them fail?
I would put that on us more so, because when we hit that turn to where it just was constantly said that we don't need nobody, and we was doing everything our own. We forgot about the producer helping us with our flow, the executive producer, rather even if it's on a local level. And Drego, you know, like, we ain't want to listen to nobody. And when you have people that's on, and we've been in spaces where they're like, you know, you ain't gonna listen to me. I might want to put you on, but I might want to, you know, pick all the beats for your next project. I might want to tell you to wear this outfit. It's so many other things. I don't think we want to really listen to anybody.
I be looking for that. I feel like I was looking for I was always looking for advice.
I was looking, I was looking, but I know there was a part, like, I'm thinking about people who was, like, I'm thinking about the icebergs. I'm thinking about, like, some people I was like, oh, he definitely could go with MMG or something like that.
Yeah.
But not now, looking back at Iceberg, how he moved, like, he was like so much of his own boss that it might have held him back for some of his moves. If he was to have to be up under somebody and wait for somebody. Same with Ball Greasy. Like, it's a lot of people who been ready a long time ago, and they would have, I'm sure it's appeared that they would have been down to be with people, but they was mentally, they was on the same level as some of the people that they was really trying to get on with. Like Iceberg, the way he moved after Dunk Riders, he went even further.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I can say that. Yeah,
he went even further. And Ball Greasy been through a lot of situations where he depended on other people. When he finally, it appeared to be that he was doing it on his own, he ended up going further. And I think Ball Greasy been making more money than a lot of people on major labels. So it ended up working out for some. People. But I don't think South Florida trying to do that. We ain't trying to make superstars. They come here to party.
Nah. They there. I feel like they there. After the, I'm not blaming them, but after the Khaled effect, it kind of, I think it kind of messed everything up. It was like he was the go-to guy, and it's like if you didn't have him, you almost
don't exist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Khaled was bigger than Florida. Khaled bigger than the United States.
Now, but still think about it. At the time when he was doing it, who
From
did
the
he grab?
beginning.
Who did he grab?
Yeah, he did. He started out with him,
Yeah.
but his mentality always been big. And I ain't gonna say that about everybody, but Khaled is one of those people that was you would be doing him it would be disrespectful to expect him to carry a city when he always had this global mentality. He was always bigger than
So
a corner.
he had Ace Hood as an artist of We the Best, and we know We the Best exists. But then it's like they had their differences, they separated. But it's like, what about the younger generation? Because I'm sure we all can name some of us, even more. But I know about 5 artists from Miami that's been putting in that work, and I'm curious. Like, you gotta know this, you see this, Like, why we ain't
South Florida ain't want that. Think about the TJ's DJs days. Man. How many people from Florida in general?
Radio was, bro, remember at that time, they was using radio to break people. And he was using radio to break people. I know it's not that time anymore, but like Global said, we do have these guys down there. But why?
You see what I'm saying? So
why
the artist, I
popping?
felt what the artist was kind of saying. It's just like we
wrong.
had Pole Boy, we had Slip and Slide, we had just giving in my inbox, it's like. And E-Class is doing different ventures. He got Finger Licking. He has they just opened up a new restaurant in my supermarket / restaurant in Miami called Marketplace, where you can not only shop but you can also eat. They got food. E-Class look like he has another hat on.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him for that.
Shout out to him.
E-Class figured out South Florida they don't want that music stuff. Sometimes, and this is gonna hurt, especially for music creators. Sometimes, and I wish I knew this, I wish it was somebody who told me this, but sometimes the market you in already have an idea of what it want. Like there's already, we was too young to know those levels of politics, but your environment already have a direction it want to go. We can decide we're not trying to be in New York. We're not trying to be in Atlanta. They seeing these templates, and unbeknownst to us, we might not know, hey, don't be signing a bunch of people. Don't bring that, that LA, New York, Atlanta stuff over here, because it end up changing the dynamics of your entire market. It start affecting a whole lot of stuff. And you got industry people that's gonna obey those commands that come down to Miami, got spots. It's a lot of big heads that come to South Florida, and it's not trying to sign nobody.
But Eric, check this out. Before we knew who these Atlanta, it was every other week a new artist was dropping, bro. And then they were blowing up instant.
And they had stressing.
Come on. Like, hold on. Like, I didn't know who Young LA was, and then he dropped. That song came out, and then you had
Joy album.
And hold on, we had T.I. and then Dro when Dro did his thing. Like, it was almost every other month.
Juice Man. And that was something that other markets didn't want.
But they still was getting affiliation.
Gucci was putting
signing
South Florida don't want that.
And then you got the Migos, and then you had somebody else, and then
we do have a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have a problem.
Is it gatekeeping?
Yeah.
Is it low key just gatekeeping? Like,
big time.
What? Nah,
of course.
Ain't no one else gonna pierce this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've been in those spaces where they making phone calls, and I don't know the names, I don't got the numbers, but they making phone calls, and the other phone calls that's going to get permission from other people saying no. So if they say no, it do come down to where you at, because it changed everything. If we about to make the Global Zoe the biggest Haitian artist in the world from Palm Beach County, and he in South Florida, do you know what that's gonna do? You in Zoe capital, and we about to make the Global Zoe the big, like, immediately there's discussions got to be made. Hold up. Who this is about to, finna have every Zoe on his shoulders.
It's too late.
It comes about power, and this is old. This go back to Motown. This go back to Swisher House. This go back, like, we was too young to know that the power dynamics was taken, that it was seriously taken into consideration above just if you sound dope. You ain't care. Uncle Luke will tell you. Listen,
outside of them girls in Miami, what they call what's the name of them girls again?
City Girls.
Outside, who's coming out Miami?
And
right
that's the point. Dog, there's a lot of cats that's grinding locally. Even like Kiddo Marv, I thought was out of here. I mean, he was the drip record was on 99 Gen. I mean, it was on every station hard. He was writing for. He got a City Girl, one of the City Girls on a remix. Then he did a song with Tokyo Jets that went hard. Like, I'm like, what else this dude got to do?
If the spirit of your environment say we don't want it, then it's just not gonna happen.
But like this, okay,
we looking at
even
the proof.
global.
We
Take away
complaining.
the global success. I'm talking about even locally though. It's just
Same
some
thing.
of it crazy. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. Like this art. So
we ain't the only one. Look at Minnesota. It's other markets got some very dope artists.
No,
Cleveland.
you got people coming out of there though. Right now, it's only Atlanta and New York.
Man, I guarantee Cleveland is complaining about complaining
Like
way more than Miami complaining. Miami top 10 market of artists that have gotten on. We don't forget bass music. Miami had their runs. Miami had H-Town. Miami had Jason. Like,
so outside of Rick Ross, will we say Bar Greasy got it right now? Who got Miami right now? But and we're not talking about City Girls, not a group. As an individual,
you can only
who got Miami like right now? Do you feel like, hey,
this
person repping and grind? No, Rick Ross done made it. He already got another success that
I ain't hear nobody.
So would you give it to Bar Greasy or no?
I look at Ball Greasy like a vet. I look at him like a
but he never got that. I mean, I'm sure he's getting bags, but he don't got that world success like when he go like when Ross goes somewhere, everybody know him. Trick Daddy, you know, he's still doing
so then
tours.
Ball. I'll probably, and this is me guessing, but it's probably some kids that's 18 years old know somebody else that we ain't even hear of.
No, I'm just speaking from what we know and what we see, because I just seen them in the studio with Hitmaker and City Girls. They're working on another record. They sampled that Kaya, My Neck, My Back. Ooh. They're working on a record that's coming soon. But I see him, you know, his pen game seems to be nice because he's getting a lot of credits on, you know, with the Drakes, the Drizzy, Jeezy, and he done.
Ball Greasy?
But yeah, Ball Greasy's done hooks and stuff like that with them boys, and
it might be
he's
him.
getting good placements. But it's just kind of like I think he's ready for. I mean, granted, he did a record with Snoop Dogg and Lil Duval, right? But I think he's ready for that, like that piercing the next level. Like, I'm surprised the label ain't come and say, "Hey, we know you probably getting 20, 30 a show. Let's take it up. Let's try to get to the 100K."
I don't think it makes sense for him to take like what they might offer him. He can make in
2 weekends,
17 months if he wants to. Nah, they will offer him. They definitely will offer him some.
You got to
M's.
come with a good nice.
Yeah,
bag.
they will offer him some M's, but he probably doing the math. If I want to, I could drop 2 projects, go on 2 tours, pay this person to do that for that, and he probably like, man, we can make that. So if you know you can make it, and you giving up your freedom, and who knows what side ventures he got going on at businesses to where he like, man, it's gonna slow down a whole bunch of other stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he turning down deals left and right already.
I think he should be a mogul, bro. He should be as big as Snoop Dogg, bro. I feel like he's in that lane. He's in that Snoop area. He should be huge, bro.
The one thing I like about Greasy though, although he's probably not, you know, face wise, when you talk about Atlanta, you talk about Florida. I think I done seen some other places. Maybe the Bahamas too. He out there performing now. He out there on the weekends. He getting it in.
He got some markets on lock. He got some markets the way he go there. He'll pull a bigger crowd than some legends. No disrespect by saying that, but I've seen some local acts do, some regional acts do better than some, you know, well-established artists in certain markets. That's why I think he good. I'm not sure if that's even something he want.
That's interesting. Man, we got to get Bar Greasy on here one day. You know what I'm saying? We'll put that out there.
Yeah, hit us up.
But yeah, I just wanted to get y'all take on that, man, because as I saw it, I understood it, and yeah, it would be nice. I think the music scene in our city is different, and I say that too because now I don't see nobody dropping no more. Like, so now I feel like, damn, I'm searching for it, but it's like it's a whole nother generation. But art, the generations that's in their late 30s, early 40s, ain't too many more artists putting out music like that besides Trip every now and then. I would say he's more on a consistent basis. You'll get a single or some kind of project, whatever motivates him and pushes him, you would get something. But there's not too many other artists I see putting out music. Shout out to Papa Duck. I know he just dropped something recently.
Shout out to Papa Duck.
He's on a different path though. It's more motivation. Good music though. Good music. He's putting out good quality music. So shout out to Duck. I see him, and that's another
I like
individual.
the stuff he be talking about too.
Yeah, he on it. I would love to get him on the podcast. I definitely would love to reach out. Duck, hey man, we want you up on here, man. Let's have that good conversation.
Follow us back on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Facebook, TikTok, and all that, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But yes, sir. That was another thing. That was one of the things.
Man, they got to give everybody that bad.
That bad.
Yeah, they got it. They got to give it. Who
deserves it though? Like who's
everybody?
Footwork?
Everybody.
They ain't giving it out like that to everybody. I wish they were.
Somebody got.
Hell, I'll take it right now.
If we using the for too long, artists have been stolen from. So now today is so transparent. It's happening again. People don't even notice. It's to what degree it's happening. Yo posts, they taking how you talk on your social media. They taking how you do astrology readings. They taking your handles. They taking your hashtags. Like they taking anything that's winning. How you do your selfies and promote your OnlyFans. And there's people making money off of fake profiles, making more than the actual titties who got the titties on their chest.
Yeah, I don't even care about the bag that much. For me personally, I would want a loyal fan base. I wouldn't even care about the bag no more, dog. You give me 30,000 real fans, 30,000,
and you eat
on the low end
yearly.
30,000 real fans where I pick a venue, 1,000 people will pull up. I'm Gucci. I wouldn't be tripping. I'll be performing
that's
for
the bag.
1,000 people. Oh, that's the bad. That's what I'm saying. For me, like even if a label didn't come, if I could just continue, if I pierce, however I need to pierce and get that there, like that would be dope. Like I'll be okay with that. Just touring and doing shows, be able to pick a spot. Almost like how Lil Russell doing, pick a spot and they could do they could put in whatever they want to pay, even if they don't, they want to give me 20, 10, 50, whatever. They do that. I'll come up and do my hour set. We vibe. Keep it going, man.
Shout out to Lil Russell. Shout out to Lil Russell Angels. Shout out to everybody who on his side. I like that they got out his way. It ain't many artists that everybody just got out that artist's way and let him do it exactly how he want to.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Lil Russell. I haven't seen nobody since like the Tyler the Creator days that was able to do something completely different. And Big Drego, Soulja Boy. Like it's some people they got out their way all the way.
And the next thing is, as we talked about the Busta though, he got Timberland, Swiss Beats, Pharrell, the executive producer this project. So Drego, like, do you feel the producer like is as big as they used to be? Like, is it better to just like, I don't hear the producers getting enough. I feel like back in the day, you knew the producer, the Jazzy Faze, the Timberlake, you knew the Justice League, Cool and Drake. Producers were a thing. Like, they held weight. You knew you go to them, you was finna get a hit. And today, I just feel like I don't hear nothing about producers no more.
They don't put
unless I hear a tag and I'm like, oh, such and such did that. But without a tag, are they still? I mean, I know they're important because we need the tracks. But what happened to the producers?
They used to put them on produced by on the title of the song. They don't do that anymore. Those guys are moguls. Everybody gonna know who those guys are. But I forgot who said it, but they said they need. That's facts. They need to give producers more recognition. Definitely, the artist or the whatever it is, or we don't have CD cases anymore. Like we used to flip them over,
Good
and we
point.
get all the information like we used to back in the day. Now, sometimes when you go in the lyrics of the song, it tells you who wrote it and who produced it. It's not there all the
You
time.
Spotify or you Apple?
I'm on Apple Music.
You Apple Music?
I'm Apple Music
You get
also.
that on there?
Yeah, I get that sometimes. If I go in,
I
I
don't
can't
really
promise
see it.
Not all the
Yeah,
time
I
though.
don't see
But it has
I
to
think
be in the
Spotify
lyrics.
does it though.
It has to be in the
Spotify-
lyrics.
I don't know if they post it different because I'm Apple too, but I heard Spotify you can see the credentials better. I don't know if
But
they
you
actually get-
had the producers that became super producers. They was like establishing artists too.
Correct.
Like Timbaland had his artists. You had even on up to Metro Boomin. Like there was people who Pharrell. They had artists. So some of the ones that's not getting the recognition may not be coming in with their own act. And it's going back to the parts of the industry that we allowed to get fired. There was people in between helping that was helping to facilitate these type of situations. Where now, like say when Glorilla got on and she was working with a producer that was kind of up and coming too. If you would have went to a whole nother time, they might have gave the producer who made that single, they might have gave him a distribution deal.
right.
They were like, "Hey, you produced this? You basically developed this artist. You was working with her out of Memphis all these years. We finna give you a situation. What else you got?" You had people that was doing stuff like that,
Right.
And we messed ourselves up because we cut a lot of those departments that don't even exist no more in there. Now they just signing influencers and stuff, but that space that we allowed to get eliminated stopped people from getting situations like that just from one song. It happened with a whole bunch of people back in those days. Timbaland was getting the situations, Pharrell, RZA, like so many.
A lot of the upcoming producers that came up with an artist is like with Gucci. He was producing almost every single beat out of Atlanta. A lot of those producers, they came up because they had an artist to stay focused on and grind with. And right now they're moguls now too. Like I'm gonna name Mike Will, definitely a big one.
Yep.
He been quiet.
Recently, yeah.
And DJ must have been quiet as hell too.
Yeah, he got a situation with his wife right now. I know his situation is different, but
Okay.
who else we got? We got dude that was doing the OJ Juice Man with Gucci. He was just on the
Zaytoven.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
So
They gave them some situations.
exact, but yeah, they got big and they got real big mogul. You know what I'm saying? See,
Ended up getting it was a lot of people getting situations, but that was when those departments was there.
the producers was really working though. Like they was getting the notification.
Yeah, it's producers working today. Like if we was to go back, Double A would get a label deal.
Right.
He would get a label deal.
Right.
Today, those departments ain't. You got staff, but you don't got those department heads that can actually their self sign off on their own. Don't have to wait for social media. They be like, "Oh, you made this beats for this. All right, you finna give you an imprint. Who you got next? Who else you can do this for?" And they gonna put all the other it's enough to build a storyline around it because they understood the art of the storyline. This was where their creativity was. Now you got people ain't respecting it. Like, I might as well rap myself. And you might be like and I'm using Lil Russell as a reference, but he's a dope MC. But Lil Russell can be a label head. He like a person like your mindset. Oh, you can run some of these departments at the major labels, though, with some of your ideas and stuff like that. It's people like the Global Zoe. The Global Zoe can run an entire department at a major label just with what he got right now. And it was people who it was their talent, their skill. They was hired just because they was able to give people like you and others those shots. And it was their job to have them budgets and cut them checks for those situations. And we messed up by putting our middle fingers up to a lot of them.
So our A&R is just sitting back and just watching what's next.
It's a computer doing it now. You got accounting departments. You got stuff like that. You got the people checking emails. You got the IT department probably making all the money in the major labels now. But who is the go-to guy? Would you say? We knew people who can get you a deal. There was a list. Remember the A&R list of people? You get a whole list of emails of all these people. I'm talking about pages of names that can change your life. Who are those people we can go to today?
No, it's all changed. I think they eliminated because they're like, you know what? Because of a Soulja Boy or someone who was able to do it without an A&R and have a viral moment and everyone's talking about, they're like, oh shit. And then here comes another person who has the success. It's like, oh shit, just let the artists do it on their own. We're gonna come in when they already have all of the momentum and just get them where they need to go. So now that shit, I think that just started depleting people's jobs possibly because it's like, oh, we don't need y'all to go get it. We could sit here at the palm of our computer and just wait for it to show. Who the internet talking about? Who went viral? Who they talking about? And then bail.
The geniuses that experimented with Soulja Boy and what he was doing, those spaces don't exist no more.
Right.
Because you would see way more people getting opportunities.
Right.
But who knows what the plan is for music?
So
the move might be into tech.
So could we say the big mogul producers, they don't really gotta put nobody on because they've put people on. Like we got Timbo that had a whole line of Genuine and Aaliyah.
They need them departments back. A person like Timbaland need.
I think he done.
No,
like putting artists on.
Oh
Nah.
Yeah, he looking for producers.
So yeah, he probably is. But
yeah,
the Swiss, all these people, I guarantee a lot of the names you about.
But they got more than 10 people.
I bet you they'll tell you it's a difference at those labels. That the support they was getting to break Genuine and the Missy Elliott.
Yeah, the bags were, and I think the bags were different.
They were definitely
the
different.
bags. Everything was different. You hear Nori say he'll be major anytime because you got less. You was getting less per sale, but you had way more support in what you can do.
Okay,
like you was moving different, and even though you was getting spoiled in a sense, now it, however they move, and you can kind of make some side situations. That's, I don't know, open up a car wash, like just certain things while you is getting that money. I do feel like it's more people around now that's actually there's more information too to help people who getting a little money in the beginning to actually do some different things to where they just don't fall back to zero, because it ain't too many new artists. It ain't too many artists, I would say, recently. I would say this. I see a lot of artists that are not hot eating good. Like you go on social media, they got houses, they got businesses. Like you can tell they did something. They ain't where they used to be, but they made sure they did something, whether they touring or doing certain other things, or they popping on social media. They've figured out ways.
An artist need a producer needs an artist.
Yeah, we need
absolutely.
Rob Wave sticks with mainly the three, but he does dip into new producers. But he sticks with his main three. You know what I'm saying? Because they work for him. I ain't got no names, but I've heard him. But if you hear a lot of his music with the signatures, it's the same three guys.
Yeah,
but
L.A. Reid would have gave them a label deal.
Oh, they already. Well, yeah.
I'm talking about the producers.
Yeah, you're right.
The producers would have been able to. What, he from Bartow, Florida?
I don't know exactly.
Wave?
Yeah.
St. Pete.
Yeah. L.A. Reid would have gave the producers a label deal. Imprint situation. Like they was. I missed that, and I'm embarrassed that we used to, crap on them, and we at some point, not us per se, because we was trying to get on. Trying to get on, but there was enough that rebelled and was succeeding, and it made it to where, because it is a business, it made it to where it stopped making financial sense, because you was able to see success come along, and these departments end up not mattering to the short term goal. It just didn't make, because it was bankers at the top that was like, hey, these the grids or however it is that they look at, like, it ain't looking good. We don't need this entire department.
Let me ask y'all something. It's off topic, but y'all saw Rhythm and Flow on Netflix?
I don't know what that is.
When y'all get some time, please pull it up.
Is that the female hip hop documentary?
No. This was one where it was T.I., Cardi B, and Chance the Rapper as
Judges?
Yeah, as judges.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard of it.
I pulled it up again. It came out around COVID, but I pulled it up again and had my girl watch it. She was stuck to it. It was really good. It got good. And I'm waiting for season 2 because they came from different locations. But with the music tip, I think it's a good watch. It's a good watch. It's different from all the other music shows that we watch. But to get back on topic, man, shoot, it's I think, again, like I said, an artist needs a producer needs an artist, but you really got to know what they're doing.
Absolutely. So Boosie was in the media pretty good about the artist that's sampling his music,
right,
and not reaching out the proper way. I know Rod Wave probably was one of the biggest ones. I think he had somebody else do it recently too, but Rod Wave, sampled one of the records, didn't hit him up, didn't hit nobody out, dropped it, and I don't know if Boosie would have kept the same energy because it's Rod Wave and you're like, oh, this nigga on already and got a big fan base and it could generate a lot of money, but so Boosie went to his live and discussed that Rod Wave need to hit me up. He sampled my music. I'm about to get my lawyers. I'm about to sue. So everyone's asking, well, damn, man, Rod Wave made his comment, man, you could have hit my line. Ain't no need to do all that. But also Boosie said this has been going on. This ain't the first time. Yeah. And I feel like it's the same way. Like if someone like a Rod Wave, you could easily get in contact with somebody in Boosie camp because he gives out his managers or his booking agent numbers every other post. So Boosie ain't somebody you gonna miss. You could have easily hit him up to ask for clearance or how much you want. So long story short, they went back and forth, and then Boosie wanted $200,000. And 25% of royalties. So then Rod Wave so then it came out after back and forth that Boosie don't own the whole song, that the record label that he was on the print, he only get 10% of it, etc., etc. So I'm just picking y'all brains on, like, do y'all think Rod Wave was in the wrong? Like somebody that big, he talking about Boosie could have hit him up instead of addressing it publicly. But I feel like Rod Wave could have done the same thing the professional way. Or there's companies, when you sample music, you pay a certain amount of money per record, however it works. They go do the work for you and tell you yay, no, and get the clearance. You could pay a company, I think it's like $300 or something. They'll go do all the work for you and come back with it. What the person said, how much percent. If you don't have access to that person, they will go do the work for you. So did y'all see that clip of them going back and forth? Does it look good for the industry? And what's your take on it?
I seen the clip, but I got more to say on that. I feel like I want to say the people around our age and maybe older are not listening to the music, because if they were, this conversation would have came up 2 albums ago, because he's been doing other people lyrics on his music. He got Drake, he got Jay-Z, he got a whole bunch.
You talking about Rod Wave samples?
Yeah, like and I'm sure he probably, if he didn't hit Boosie, I'm sure he didn't hit them up either, but they probably don't give a damn. But he probably wanted that smoke at the time, but still he's still doing it. But he has so much other people's lyrics in his songs, and then
you would have to go all the way to the writer's credit to see if he got clearance or not. But I get Boosie got estates. He's building stuff. He got kids, houses on top of houses in the backyard. He got kids to feed, and that's all he's saying. I just want what I want. What's mine?
Right. Rob should have definitely hit that man up. That's what I feel.
Before he did the song, like the proper way.
Right.
Not try to say, okay, just hit me up, dog. Pull up on me. I got you. Tell me how much you want.
Right. Way before.
Okay.
Yeah, he might not. Maybe Rod Wave didn't realize what level he on.
I don't, Eric. I find that hard to believe.
Because if I'm like local, then obviously I know I ain't reaching out to nobody if I'm taking something.
Exactly. I can understand.
Because he did it and he know that maybe a chance that Boosie gonna hear it. Then it's like, oh, you at a level where you want the artist to know that you using their stuff. He just at that level. But the fact if he didn't do it, if he didn't reach out, then I don't think he know that he at that level where that's necessary.
You know, Rod Wave only perform at arenas, right? He don't do clubs.
That's what I'm saying. He must don't know.
Oh, you got
Who don't know?
Come on, Slab.
Who doesn't know?
If he was doing clubs, I would say, okay, he doing arenas, dog.
So, but I'm saying I agree with you. But I'm saying he must don't know.
To my Rob? No.
It's people on his team would have told him.
I low key think he thought Boosie was just gonna say, "Man, I appreciate that. That's dope."
Right.
I don't think he thought Boosie was gonna put on a business hat,
sign his
and
respect,
say, "Damn."
Right.
And everyone's saying this the sober Boosie that we seeing now.
Yep.
Who ain't on the drugs, the lean, and all that other stuff. Like just more focused and like on his business shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. I just want what's mine. Cause they look like he's lining it up from Young Blue to anybody.
Yep.
Like if we're gonna work, we're gonna work. But you're gonna do it the right way.
But I feel like even Rod Wave team would have thought it was necessary to reach out.
I don't think they look at Boosie like that though. I think I'm not saying he shouldn't, but I think Raw Wave, we know the caliber artist that he is, and they don't got the same. I don't really think they got the same fan base at all. But I just think they didn't look at Boosie like that on some. Oh, Boosie.
He took like a whole hook or something.
It's a hook.
So
it's a hook.
You definitely want to. If you on that level, you definitely want to reach out.
That's all I'm saying is I think that's where it stopped. I don't blame Boosie because now people say, "Oh, I'm looking at Boosie different because he's going online and talking about it," and you know what I'm saying. But I'm like, the man, it's his art. Like I think when we put all into our music, that's just like a beat, Drego. Like if someone go ahead and just take Drego beat and don't at least give my dog some credit and be like, "Hey, this is where it's at," or reach out, you'll be like, "Damn, hell no, hey, buddy, I need that."
Need something.
You know what I'm saying?
It might be a whole nother story to where they say we did try to reach out. Like my
no, they didn't. That didn't come out
because he responded.
Because he responded, pretty much saying, "Damn, big homie. Just tell me what you want. Pull up on me. We could take care of that. You don't got to sue you ain't got to sue a nigga. He'll like, yo, we could take care of the business." That's exactly how he
said.
spoke.
Yeah, he said we shouldn't have ended it on the internet.
It's like he knew he was was just trying to. But I guess they must have leaked that Boosie don't own the whole song. I guess it got crazy because now they trying to say, oh, Boosie was wrong. Because I guess Boosie was trying to get just paid that bread. If you see what I'm saying, instead of
because Boosie can do it like that,
you know,
Boosie will go to the hood and get it back.
Hey,
like,
you already know.
You want to make sure the artist is good with it. You want to make sure they good with it,
and that's what I'm used to.
Sometimes you might be paying the artist, you ain't necessarily paying the artist to fulfill contractual obligations. A lot of times they just making sure
that it's clear.
Yeah, that you good with it. And then you could be hit with a whole nother fee from the label side, the administrative side.
T-Pain got records he sampled where he said he get nothing from it.
Mm-hmm.
The artist wanted the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it happened.
And he just said he focused on the shows and what the record could do. If he liked it that much, he just said, this record's going to get me on something I could perform, something that can get me shows. He say, screw it. You want 100%? Cool. You know what I'm saying? So
to Tory Lanez and everything. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's
like, Busta was saying thank you to Bumby with that track we was listening to.
Yeah.
He was thanking everybody. He was thinking, I think, a couple of other people. He was thanking them because they cleared it with not even having. He went to him, you know what I'm saying, with respect and straight up. They just cleared it without him having to come out the pocket.
But I could tell Busta behind the scenes is a different kind of breed. Yeah. Like he's a genuine, he's a loyal dude, and you could tell he's just well respected. So I think when someone like Busta with the right approach, I don't think you could say no. Like when he got Timberland and them boys on the boat, and like, man, y'all doing all this talking. We ain't gonna talk about no music. Right. Man, all y'all finna produce my album. And what he say? How can you tell Busta no? Like he like, all right, this is happening then. Right. So I feel like that's something I would have done, dog. I'm sitting around 3 talented.
They were sitting around for hours, bro.
Yeah, 8 hours. He said they was on that boat, bro. And they ain't talk no music. And something, Busta's like, what the heck? Wait wait a minute.
Right.
All of us is vibing. We ain't talk about no music. And I was like, wow.
I want to know what they was talking about outside the music for 8 hours. You get them 3 people. What is y'all talking about for 8 hours? It ain't music.
I'm sure life where it's at, what the business ventures, where they trying to go with it. I'm almost sure.
What he got, like 23 years? Come on, man. They got shit to talk about.
I'm sure they talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
I get it, and I'm sure when you in the business, you ain't trying to talk about it
In Miami
all the time.
too. Come on, man. On a yacht.
For sure.
Been on your yacht.
Oh, baby.
We performed on the yacht. That was my first time going on the
mad I
yacht. Is
missed
when I
that.
performed. It was an all black event, and I performed on the yacht. That was my first time. I even took some pills to make sure I don't get seasick, because I'm like, I never been on a yacht. It's just a big ass boat that's fancy. It had like 3 decks, dance floor, club,
yacht.
and just a yacht. You
You
on
was
top
on a
if
yacht,
you want to
yacht.
oversee Miami and Lauderdale. So no, it was beautiful, bro. And we performed with this Haitian acts. A few Haitian acts performed, and we got a chance to perform 3 songs. Beautiful, bro. It was a nice vibe. But I don't know if it's the medicine I took before, but I didn't feel the boat, like, that seasick.
that rock.
I didn't feel the rock. It was smooth.
Y'all was in the coastal or y'all was in the ocean?
Bro, we was out there. That's a good question. I want to say we hit the ocean, because we was gone for a while.
You seen the horizon?
Shh, I can't
Like
remember.
just a line.
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't like large bodies of water like that. So I'm
you
not the
ain't-
type of
you
nigga.
had your head-
Yeah,
you
I'm
ain't
kind
even
of
gonna look.
I'm sitting down like, all right, when we perform it.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't know if I could do it. We gotta be on the intercoastal.
Yeah, I don't
can't
like
go
when I
off.
disappear from when the lights was getting far. I was like, oh shit, like yeah. I think me and H man definitely popped off on some medicine. I took the motion sickness medicine.
Yeah.
I survived it though.
Yeah, intercoastal I do, but I ain't. And I don't know yacht. It ain't no whole roof or nothing.
What about a big ass cruise? You wouldn't do a
Yeah,
big ass?
cruise I would do, because I could be on the inside and I could look at some nice views.
You get that.
Yeah,
vibe,
they get
though.
that.
With the
Yacht's
big floors,
huge.
You get it.
Yeah.
You get that vibe. So like, if you right when you enter, if you don't want to see you stay on the first floor.
Right.
Then it was like the second floor was the club, like where we had dinner and
See, you was on a yacht.
yeah.
Yacht.
Yeah, it's a yacht. It felt like what I'm saying, it felt like a house. The bathrooms were nice, like everything felt like a club, but it's on a boat. I didn't know we were moving until you go, like, if you feeling you want to go on the 3rd floor and just look at the world, like that's when you like, oh shit, we moving. But if you on the 2nd and 1st floor, you would think you was just in a club. I never been on a cruise too, by the way, so that's that's on my bucket list, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I like
I've
the
been there
land. I
multiple
like the land. I like
that too, but they told me you won't. You get all.
You
the
can't
same-
tell, bro. You can't tell. It's fun. You can't tell.
All right.
The little
yeah,
the little
I'm very-
that princess crap, that little thing we got here in Palm Beach, the something princess. Don't do that. You definitely gonna feel the rocks. Boy, I got seasick. That's the first time I know that I get seasick and you can feel emotion, because it's a big boat, but not as like the big cruises where dude, you got rooms for rooms. You got.
Have you ever did the mansion tours in Miami? Like if you go on Biscayne, you pay the $30-$40.
Yeah.
They show you Diddy house,
Yeah.
Khaled. Yeah, that's a vibe.
Yeah, I see
Mayweather
House. Yeah,
Oh, you did
I've
that?
been on Star Island and all that.
Scarface. Yeah, it's dope. You can do it any day you want. You go on Biscayne and you park and you go to the Biscayne.
They feed you and
mall.
everything.
Yeah, it's a vibe. But looking at the houses like Scarface, where they shot the original Scarface, and Diddy was outside. Like it was like, holy shoot! My son went crazy when he saw that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got a lot of celebrities down there, bro.
Yeah, that's what they ain't trying to.
Jennifer
turn it-
Lopez,
Yeah, they ain't trying to
Rihanna.
turn
I mean,
it.
just
They ain't trying to turn it into that other thing.
Are we going there?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. If I'm looking at it that way, I'm like, man, this spot's sweet, man. We ain't trying to turn it into that.
So Diddy ain't Diddy no more, huh?
yo, Diddy, huh?
Oh, he changed his name?
Well, shit.
Oh, hell no, you
After
gotta catch
everything
that
going
up.
on, I mean, 50 Cent riding him.
I
50
ain't-
Cent
I
told
don't
him to sell him Revolt.
Yeah.
You feel me? But the allegations is getting out of control for Diddy, man. After Cassie and he done settled, it's like left and right. People coming out of the
He stepped
woodworks,
down and
ex-employees and everything, man.
Step down.
He
Yeah,
stepped
from
down.
Revolt.
Oh, I ain't hearing nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't hear about the allegations?
Mm-mm.
Did you know about Cassie?
No.
Oh,
Who gonna tell me?
shit, that was a big thing. Cause he settled quick though, but Cassie, yeah, she came out. She got her bag.
That's what happens when you take another man's girl, man. That was
girl?
Ryan Leslie girl.
That was Ryan Leslie girl.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ryan Leslie. He went to Harvard.
Goat.
yeah.
Yeah, he really smart.
But dog, prayers up for Diddy. We don't know what's going on, but I guess when everything plays out the way it's supposed to play, we will see. They kind of saying it looked like the same thing that happened to R. Kelly. It looked like it's happening to Diddy, bro.
Oh, young kids.
No, just the way the allegations, the way everything coming out. I didn't say nothing young
Well,
came out.
don't throw no prayer out there yet.
No, they thought like everybody's coming up and kind of.
It's
a lot of people coming out.
Yeah, I'm about to say these things. We done seen these signs before, and then it's like you start see. When you do something, the algorithms is gangster, by the way.
Yeah,
But once and now all these clips start populating, you like, damn, that was red flag,
bro. Not just
red
from
flag.
women, bro.
Yeah, red flag.
From men too,
Yeah,
bro.
It's getting.
Yeah,
It's getting crazy, and 50 Cent not holding back at all,
You know,
bro.
50 Cent's been always chewing. Getting
So
on Diddy.
50 Cent just posted. The one that got me was he had a clip of him performing, and he went to the crowd going like this, and then Diddy comes out from the back and like pats Jay-Z on the butt like that, and I'm like, that's a whole different meaning to take that, dog. It was just so many.
Wait,
different
did he
things.
slap Jay-Z on the butt?
Yeah.
Jay-Z know this?
Jay-Z didn't
Jay-Z was on stage.
Yeah, Jay-Z didn't like that 50 was running around on stage.
He papped on the butt like a football player would do to somebody when he do a good job. Yeah.
Jay-Z know he did
This
that?
is an old clip.
This is a clip.
So Jay-Z definitely ain't like that.
This is like early 50
It didn't
years.
show the reaction of Jay. You just see Diddy going up to him and smacking him on the butt. Pop, a few times.
Jay concern was 50 being on stage with him because it was 4 of them. I forgot. It was Diddy, Jay, 50, and one more person performing with him. But
Not Lil Mama.
Diddy was running around.
Not Lil Mama, no.
50
Not
was
Lil
running
Mama.
around. This is early, like almost early 50 years, like big 50.
Okay.
Yeah, because Diddy old bodyguard is telling certain things. It's a few people even with Harvey. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things
Harvey?
coming out. Nah, his assistant he had. It's a lot of stuff starting to come out. And you know what's crazy too? 50 Cent kind of predicted this. He said after the first incident of Cassie, he said, "Here comes the allegations in 5, 4, 3, 2."
Bro, everything.
And
dropped.
guess what happened? Ball alert, bitch. Bam. Bam. Bam.
I mean,
You gave
It's in the news. It's in the news.
I don't know where I'm gonna get
So
the news.
okay, so let me
drugging them.
So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So let me tell you how I get the news. You see how social media got into like the effect. How we said like what's the mixtape.com and stuff like that went out, or hot new hip hop went out. So like the news, nobody's really watching TV like that, right? So they started their own their own channel on social media, Facebook, on Instagram. Facebook is mainly where I get my news. So
Shade Room covering.
Oh, all that. Of course, they were first that came out, but that was on the where I first seen
Between
it was,
Ball Alert and Shade Room,
Right.
you're gonna definitely see it. And 50.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Eric, because you ain't know none of that was going on. I'm proud of you.
Well, like I said, it was in the news. That's where I first seen it. Palm Beach TV.
So, is anybody surprised?
No,
The
well,
comments are
this is the
crazy.
thing, and this is what happens once the old clips start to resurface. You start to say, "Damn, you didn't really think it all the way through, or these were signs." Like when you see Cassie now hiding in this carpet, and he was filming her, and maybe you question him, did she
got
have a black
covers
eye?
on.
Was she beat up?
Yeah.
Well, how did she look? Boom, that was one. There's another clip where she walked up. There's at some event. This dude greeted her, and she went to go shake his hand. And you see Diddy looking like, "What the fuck you doing?" And then he grabbed her, like pulled her close, and then he wanted to know, like, "This my girl." And she didn't say a word. You see her just go. So it's just like you start to see these things and like, well, damn, was this happening in front of us and we really ain't see? And of course, 50 been riding Diddy for the longest about
Right.
being a little booty bandit.
Right.
And you think it's just jabs? I don't know. You just thinking it's 50 being 50. But
he got
So
a house.
I'm thinking stuff like that, then like people are already knowing. That's the thing about the industry. Everybody always mention how weird the industry is.
Yeah.
You get up there,
Yep.
There's some clips like that.
If
On
you winning and you getting them, you just gonna know some things happening, and you not finna say nothing about it.
You seen Stump the Yard?
Yeah.
You seen dude that was Chris Brown brother?
No.
Yeah. He came out and had a story about Diddy.
Recently too.
Exactly what you just said. Yeah. Talking about how the business is shady. Long story short, it ended with, "Yo, I'm over here, bro," and he's like, "Yeah, who you over there with?" "I'm by myself." He was telling him to come to where he was at. He said, "Yo, I'm in the bed with my wife. It's 3 in the morning." That's when he's like, "Yo, it's 3 in the morning." He's like, "Yo, who you over there with?" He's like, "I'm by myself," but Diddy wanted him to come. Light skinny dude with the beard.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he just dropped that, bro. Yeah, men are coming out also, bro. Like, so it's him out of all people I wouldn't think would done that, but I'm like, whoa. But
hey, if it's going, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta say something why it's happening.
Nope, just keep saying, hey, that's it.
I might. That's probably why I ain't getting there.
Hey.
Shit, they probably like, man,
Hey.
gonna tell.
Hey, let it go, man.
They're like, man, Eric gonna tell. We can't let
it be like that, bro.
You gonna go Kanye wild, man.
It be like that, man.
No, Kanye said something too. And forgive me, Eric. Kanye said something, because I don't like to be gossipy, but Kanye said that it was when he was going on one of his rants, and he was like, he said Diddy and other people can't say nothing because they not allowed to.
I remember.
He said he the only one that can say what he say, because basically he was implying that he ain't do some of the stuff that other people did.
Right.
So people like got things hung over their head to where you can't say nothing.
I understand.
So Kanye was like, hey, and he called them out when he was mad about they went to the birthday party and stuff, and nobody ain't tell him that they was about the birthday party, and he was looking at everybody sideways. Yeah. So that's why I'm not surprised, because I understand the levels of elitism. The higher you go up, if you ever see me hanging with multi-billionaires, we on yachts, we on boats, we in places. I got designers on anything. Just know Eric doing some weird stuff. Just
hold you to it.
Hey, call me, check on me.
Yeah.
Say, hey, bro, you good? I see you out there eating. You got money and stuff. You got the bag. You said you wasn't gonna get on no boat. I see you on the boat, bruh. You all right?
Yeah.
Like, blink twice if you good. I'm like, no, I'm good, but still check up on me. Pull up on me. Find my mama number.
Hit you up.
Yeah, hit me up. See what's going on.
We gonna keep you on the straight path, bro. We got you, fam. We got you.
Sir.
And want to give a shout out to my boy J-Luv, who celebrated his 40th birthday too. Yeah. We had a good time this weekend, man. It was a black and red affair. Everybody was in the building. Good food, good lit, good music. Oh man, they started playing some Bizzle and the Iceberg records.
Lip biting animals.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bizzle. R.I.P. Bizzle.
Yes, sir. It brought me back. I saw Mirage and I saw Phantom at the same time.
Oh, they was doing the elbow dance.
People came out juking. I see people. I see people getting it, man. It was a good vibe, bro. Good
White
vibe.
folks on the floor and everything.
Yes,
boy.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to J-Luv, man. We see you, brother. Salute. And we wish you plenty more, man. Wish you plenty more, brother, and a healthy one, man. That's what's up, man. That was good to see. I see some people I ain't seen in years. Like, ever since I stopped playing football, certain cats just moved, and some people live south, some people live north. But it's good to see a lot of people, man, and everyone doing well and getting to it, man. So that was really good. And a lot of them was in tune to the music. People put out their phones and was showing, nah, listen to you, bro. Look, all right. Well, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all tuned into Xposure, and we out.
It's more than just a podcast. It's exposure.